Hello everyone and welcome to this series of lectures of Adobe Animate. In this series of lectures we are going to discuss that how we can create a proper cartoon animated scene in Adobe Animate as quickly as possible. You can say by working 3 to 4 hours or maximum 5 hours. If you work with proper dedication and hard work, you can create 2 to 3 minutes or even 5 minutes of animated scene in Adobe Animate by working only 4 to 5 hours with very simple steps. First of all, I would like to mention that this series of lectures specifically is not for those who wants to learn Adobe Animate from scratch. This is for those who knows the basic tools and timelines of Adobe Animate. They know how to run this software but does not know how they can create an animated scene. But I would like to say that those who does not know even the basic tools and timeline of Adobe Animate, they can also follow these lectures so that they can create, they can build a level of interest in themselves so that they can download the software and start working on it. So I will explain each and everything in very simple steps so that a student with normal IQ can even also get my point very easily. So let's get started. First of all, I would like you to see the animated scene that we will going to create, and we will discuss further things after that video. So please watch this video first.
Well, Mr. Trump, you have been shortlisted for the post of US President.
Probably yes, sir.
Okay then, tell me why you think you are the most suitable candidate for this post.
People loves me and they want me to be there on president's seat. And I'm very much good in using Twitter also.
Okay.
Moreover, I am good in trapping the kings of Arabs also.
That's quite impressive, Mr. Trump. Okay, Mr. Trump, now tell me about your biggest strength.
My biggest strength is that I can destroy the whole world, but still my impression would be of positive and a true leader.
Oh, that's really devastating. Well, Mr. Trump, please explain how would you save the world from financial crisis?
My strategy in this regard would be to grant more and more loans to poor countries.
Why poor countries?
Because people of poor countries will work day and night like donkeys to repay their debt with interest. And I will grant them more loans on double markup to repay their previous loan. In this way, they will always work hard day and night and the economy will keep on circulating.
Very devastating. What is your stance on Afghanistan matter?
For many years, US soldiers were there.
So what? They were not able to win the war against Taliban.
But after few years, you will see children of that US soldiers playing in the streets of Afghanistan.
Yeah, boy.
What? What does that mean?
Nothing. Next question, please.
Why do you like Arabs?
Just because they have forgotten themselves. They have forgotten their roots. And the one who forgets his roots is not able to fight for his rights.
Very deep. Well, thank you, Mr. Trump. We will contact you soon if we found you suitable for this job.
So this is the animation that we are going to create in this series of lectures, and this video was basically one of my concept that I want to create a funny podcast type video that I could upload on YouTube, Instagram, and my other social media platforms. So this is basically very simple animated scene. So we will start creating it. First of all, you can see that I have created a podcast room over here. I have downloaded this background from Freepik is basically a website where you can download from where you can download different types of background free of cost and also paid backgrounds that are of high quality. And I would like to prefer you initially to download free backgrounds so that you can start working. So this is the background. We are not, this is basically, you can see the file name new podcast studio, and we are not going to create animation in it. I have created this character. As I have mentioned earlier, this series of lectures is not for beginners, so that's why I've created this character. I want to show the basic attributes of this character. You can see there are different layers created over here, like that. Its head is on separate layer, his arms, each and everything. If we go inside his head, you can see there are different layers also of eye. You can see eye blinking animation has already done. You can see his mouth, different drawings of this mouth has also been created. I will provide my students these characters and backgrounds so that they can learn from this, and would be very helpful in creating this animated scene afterwards. So what I am going to do is, I have created my this character, which is of Donald Trump, US president. So I have just created this. I have traced this character from this picture. I have downloaded this picture from Google, and I have just traced this character from there. You can see this. So what I'm going to do is, I will not create my animated scene in this file. Instead, I will select this, I will right click on this, I will copy this file, and I will go to the file, new option, and I will create it like this. And I will now press Ctrl, Shift and V button from my keyboard, and this will help me to paste my file, paste my picture, paste my background, whatever you say, on the same place on which I have copied it. Now I will double click on it and move inside this. You can see there are three different layers. One is of background like this, second is of this anchor person, this one, and third is for guest chair. Now I will go inside this guest chair. You can see there are two layers. I will rename it by double clicking on it. This is upper sofa arm. You can rename whatever you want. If I will unlock this, you can see this is on separate layer. Again, this second layer is the complete sofa. Why I have done this, I will show you later. I will rename it as sofa, you can say, and I will lock it. I will create another layer. I will go to the go to this file in which I have created my Trump character. I will select this by using selection tool, and shortcut key for this is also V. You can see here shortcut key tool is V. I will press V simply, and I will drag my mouse cursor like that. I will press Ctrl C or right click over here, or you can see shortcut key for copy is Ctrl plus C. Now I will go there, and now I will press Ctrl V or right click, or I'll press click on this paste in center. You does not have to select any of these options from first two. You will select put duplicate items into a folder. What is the logic of that? I think we should not go in depth what is the logic, but I will explain you of this logic as we move on. Now I have not explained how I have resized this character. You will press the shift button from your keyboard, and you will move your cursor over here. I have selected my free transform tool. Q is the shortcut key of that. I will move my cursor over here on the right top, and I will press shift button, click, and I will drag it down like this. So by pressing shift, the whole character will resize from same aspects, from all aspects, you can say. After that, by using arrow keys, you can adjust this character like this. Now I hope you have understood that why I have separated this sofa arm over here. So I will select this keyframe over here. I will right click it, and I will click on distribute to layers, Ctrl plus shift plus D, like that. You can see head and body, there were two layers of this character has been separated that I have created over here. When you will copy this whole character, you will both layers or two or more layers, when you will copy it, you will, after that you will, when you will paste this two layers in any other file, you have to do select the all layers, and you have to distribute them to layers. I will make sure that you get understand completely. You should not miss any point. I will create another file and I will explain this point in detail. You can see there are two layers separated, head and body. When I will select this whole character, I will press Ctrl C, and here I will press Ctrl V. You can see when I have pasted this character over here, this is only one layer. What I have to do is to right click on it. By selecting this all, I will right click on it and I will select this option, distribute to layers. Control plus shift plus D is the shortcut key. You can see my layers are separated. I hope you have got my point. I will cross this file, will come in this file, and you can see my basic studio of specific podcast with Donald Trump has been got ready. So I will save this file. I will press Ctrl S, or I will go to the file option. You can see there is the save option. I will go there and I will rename it like animation for my Udemy students. Press enter. I have saved this file. I've saved this file. Now I want to show you something. This series of my lecture is free of cost. You can learn as much as you can from these lectures, and I want to show you something. If someone is very much new to Adobe Animate and watching these series of lecture, they can simply go to Udemy website and search Adobe Animate over here. Press enter. You can see this. There are many courses over here, and my course is here. Learn a cartoon animation on Adobe Animate Basics to Advanced. Who wants to learn Adobe Animate from scratch to advanced level? When you will go inside, please remember this thumbnail over here. This is of mine. You can check out my name also. Zaifa Khan is my name, and you will click on it and you can see my student rating, and you can also see this basic tools, timeline, whatsoever. Who wants to learn from basics? And anyways, I will also include my basic tools of Adobe Animate in my free lectures, so that those who are very much new to this software could also learn even the uh, basic tools of Adobe Animate. So in next lecture I will include this lecture for my paid course, basic tools of Adobe Animate. You can watch basic tools in detail, and after that you can follow my free lectures so that you could be able to create your animated scene. So there is also a surprise in my last lecture. I will share you about my paid course, and stay tuned and keep on following my lectures. Thank you so much. We will meet in our next lecture.